If you're watching this video and thinking that I eat well, I try my best to keep active, I exercise, but my belly fat just doesn't go away, then this video is for you. Today, I want to talk about a type of fat that is not visible in the mirror, but very visible to your heart, your hormones, the liver, and the brain. This fat is called the visceral fat. It is not a cosmetic kind of a fat, it is an inflammatory fat. Visceral fat is the fat that lives inside your body, wrapped around the organs like the abdomen, the liver, pancreas, intestines, and even the heart. This is very different from the fat which you can pinch under the skin. So, visceral fat behaves like an organ. It releases chemicals, hormones, and inflammatory signals. Interesting, isn't it? That is why two people of the same weight can have completely different health outcomes. So visceral fat drains directly into the liver. Now that's a problem. So this means every inflammatory signal from this fat reaches the liver first, causing insulin resistance, fatty liver, high triglycerides, and inflammation, also heart disease. So visceral fat does not wait for any age. It can cause people suffer even in the old age or even younger people. So let's talk about stress, because everybody knows that stress is one of the main reason for increase in visceral fat. When cortisol is high in the body, then the body stores the fat in the abdomen because that is where the survival energy is stored. So this is why executives, caregivers, doctors, entrepreneurs, intelligent people, disciplined people struggle with visceral fat. Men and women store fat very differently. Men, on one hand, develop earlier due to probably stress, alcohol, and sleep deprivation. On the other hand, women are protected until the menopause, and after menopause, they will start to store more visceral fat. So how to measure this visceral fat? See, the gold standard is CT or MRI, but you don't need to do that to begin with. Just get a tape and measure your waist. So that's good enough. Or even bioimpedance or a DEXA scan can help you. Okay, so let's learn how to melt this visceral fat. Is it possible? Yes, definitely. It's not a punishment. It is possible. So what worsens it? First, let's understand. Skipping meals, extreme fasting, cold smoothies, raw or cold drinks, or even over-exercising can cause it. So what heals? Warm, nutritious meals, fixed meal timing, eating early, and keeping yourself active, and sleeping early and having a good night's sleep. Even herbs like triphala, gugulu, to name a few, guduchi, ashwagandha, when it is used correctly, can help improve with melting away the visceral fat. So for men, it leads to belly fat and low testosterone, fatigue. For women, it leads to PCOS, thyroid issues, and definitely very stubborn weight gain. No matter what you do, it just doesn't go away. And people think that I'll exercise more or I'll eat less, but that never works. It just plateaus, and you try to understand why. You try to figure it out with different yo-yo diets, but just doesn't help. But we have found that if you eat a lot of veggies that are bitter, or even moringa, then the insulin sensitivity is actually the root of all fat burning. So you might not like to have bitterness, but your metabolism truly needs it. So let's talk about more do's and don'ts. So one of the other things that you should be doing is to have good amount of protein in every meal: lentils, sprouts, tofu, tempeh. Why I'm emphasizing on plant-based is because these are again low fat and definitely improves the metabolic health, and they're clean protein. So another thing that helps is timing your eating. Time your eating patterns. So eat a proper breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Early dinners are always good. Have a fasting window of 12 to 14 hours and avoid eating very late in the night. Also, stress actually increases. Chronic stress, cortisol increases and visceral fat increases in your body. So it definitely helps when you do deep breathing, walking in the sunlight, and then you do yoga and meditation. It just calms you down. Another thing is support your gut and liver, where most people forget to do. So in order to do that, have lemon water without sugar, amla water, fermented foods, and even ginger and turmeric tea can help enhance liver functions. So if your liver clears excess hormones, the sluggishness is gone and the fat reduces. It's very important to note that bakery foods which have refined carbs can be one of the major reasons why younger kids are developing visceral fat. Every time it spikes with sugar intake, processed and packaged foods, chips and fast foods. So these are actually not food, these are chemical signals. It increases the inflammation, it disrupts your hormones, and it increases the fat storage. Also, indulging yourself into high fat food, alcohol, even if you have alcohol, small amounts but regularly, can increase visceral fat dramatically. So then doing a lot of late nights, and if you have poor sleep deprivation is also one of the reasons why there's visceral fat, because what it does is it reduces the fat burning. So if you fix your sleep, fat loss becomes much easier. And one more very important aspect is try and avoid to be a sedentary person. Become very active, stay active throughout the day, not just exercise for 1 hour and sit for another 10 hours. That's not going to help. So let me simplify this for you. Visceral fat is not a weight problem. It's a metabolic and hormonal problem. It's a lifestyle problem. So if you fix your lifestyle with the right diet and lifestyle, fix your gut and your liver, fat will reduce automatically. You don't need extreme diets. It's a big no. You need the right signals. Your body is intelligent, and give it the right inputs and it will definitely heal. If this made sense to you, share it with someone who needs it, because this fat is silent but very dangerous. So please subscribe, share, and comment reset if you want a 14-day visceral fat plan for you based on your Prakriti. Thank you.